up guys, AIRSOFTEK here. Today I'm gonna do a little review on the T238 blue motor, and I just want to say a big shout out to T238 for sending me that motor to do a review on it. That's really kind and I really appreciate it. So now let's jump straight into the review. So this is the motor, this is the 3350 kV. So you have a couple of things. Do not use other brand ETUs. Do not power the motor in an unloaded state. Do not reverse connection of positive and negative poles. Do not use battery greater than 12.6 volts. So yeah, so this is the T238 QRBLS-480 brushless motor. They say quick response, high efficiency, and low loss. That's pretty good. First impression, you know, the motor is just beautiful. You know, the quality and the finish on it and everything, you know, this is really good. There's one thing, you know, for the RPM, they say 3350, and that doesn't give me any RPM from what I understand, but I think you have to multiply this by the voltage you use, so by 11.1, and that gives you around 37,000 RPM. So that's pretty good, right? And I don't know, you know, how those guys compare with, you know, that much in terms of TPA and all that stuff. I'm pretty new to brushless motor because, you know, yeah, it is what it is. But that one was free. So, and by the way, they are on sale on their website. So if you want to grab one, that's a pretty good timing. So what I want to do is grab my Raven Neo that I built with the T238, and in there I have an SHS iTorque motor. So I kind of want to compare it, you know, a little SHS iTorque versus T238 brushless motor, and I want to check if that guy gives me more RPS, and if that guy is much snappier in semi-auto. So that's pretty much it. Okay, so for semi-auto, I think there's no point of shooting babies anyway. So let's just see, you know, the trigger response with that guy. So you know, that's pretty responsive. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. So now I'm gonna slap a mag in it and let's test full auto. Okay. So now let's try to see if we can get a number with full auto. Like that. Okay. Let's go. So that gives me 23.6 rounds per second. And again, this is an SHS iTorque motor, and I have a, I think it's 14:1 or 13:1 ZCI gear set in there. No short stroke, no nothing. Okay, so I switch from the SHS to the T238, and first thing I can see straight off the bat, you know, like it's how crisp that semi-auto is. You know, it's instant and just flap flap. You know, like this is really good. Yep. That's great. So now it's photo time. I was at 23.6 last time. Let's try with that guy. Let's see. So we are at 34.1. Yeah, that's. I'm not gonna lie, that's a huge jump. Holy shit, bro. Yeah, that motor is crazy. Okay, so here are my final thoughts on the the T238 blue brushless motor, 3350 kV. So of course, you know, compared to an SHS iTorque, right? There's a big gap of difference between performance, but at the same time for the price. So you know that brushless motor is basically 2 times, even a little bit more than 2 times the cost of the SHS motor. So you know, you have to keep that in mind, that you know, if you have the budget, you know, to get that guy, get a brushless motor like that, of course, you know, it's gonna be way better. The semi-auto is you know, way crisper, way more responsive, and all that stuff. So you know, you get a good difference, and the delay, you know, the response you get, you know, it's just, you know, when you shoot, normally you have the small and it shoots, right? It takes, you know, milliseconds, but you still hear it. With that brushless motor, it just pop, 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 you know, it goes. So that's pretty impressive. And for the full auto, you know, I knew there would be a difference between those 2 guys, right? But that's a huge difference, and we got around 50% more RPS with that guy. You know, that's really good, you know. And that's, you know, that's not your cheap motor that comes with your gun or anything. You know, that's a real SHS iTorque motor. And you know, back in the days, you know, SHS iTorque motor with, you know, high-speed gears, that was, you know, like good semi-auto and, you know, good full auto and all that stuff. But right now it's, you know, yeah, that's a big jump. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know that was that big of a difference between those 2 guys. So, and just, you know, talking about the T238 brushless motor, the other one I tried was I think a run-in, something like that. I don't remember, but I know there's a warhead too and all that stuff. You know, I need to compare those guys and side to side and check, but that motor, you know, of course, before recommending it, I'm gonna need to do a little bit more testing with it and play with it a little bit, you know, do a couple of games and, you know, all that stuff. Does it overheat, you know, in a hot day in summer and stuff like that. But right now, you know, I'm in Canada and you know, it's not hot anymore outside, so yeah. But yeah, no, that's pretty impressive, you know, for the price. You can't go wrong. Again, you know, that it all depends on the budget you got and all that stuff. You know, if you only got, you know, 50-60 bucks for your motor, well, too bad. But if you just want, you know, like good setup, I think the T238 version 1.9 MOSFET with that blue motor, the 3350 kV especially, you know, the one that gives you a little bit more RPS. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. That's just, performance are just awesome. You know, I'm not gonna lie, and that gun is, you know, super basic inside, and you know, I didn't put that much effort in it, you know, to try to shim it and all that stuff, and I just put the motor straight in it. You know, I didn't try to adjust the height on the motor or anything. And this is with a Titan battery, right? 11.1 to 3000 milliamp, and those guys are have like 15C or something like that, or some tested it and say even 12C. And right now the battery, I play a game with it, so you know, it's half discharge, and I got 34 rounds per second with 13 to 1 gear set, no short stroke, no nothing, you know. With the full charge battery and 2 teeth short stroke, we're talking about close or even in there in the 40 rounds per second. So that start to get pretty much crazy in there, right? That's not a DSG or, you know, something try to be, you know, super fast or anything. That's a normal gun, right? So yeah, that's pretty impressive. So yeah, like I said before, recommending those guys, I need to do more testing and all that stuff. But for what I see right now, you can really try them because and they are on sale right now. So yeah, that's pretty tempting, and I hate to say that, but I review that gun, and I review the motor and like the just a couple video before the ETU, and now I just want to put them in all my guns. Yeah. Cha-ching. Right. And when I check online, for the price and the spec of the motor and all that stuff, I've seen they got some adjustable trigger, so I'm gonna try to get my hands on them because I searched on AliExpress and I am not seeing them, but they look pretty much like the max adjustable trigger and all that. So yeah, I kind of want to try them. So anyway, that was pretty much it for the review of that motor. That's just crazy performance, really good motor, nothing wrong with it. I'm gonna have to do some testing, with other MOSFET and ETUs and all that stuff to see how it goes. If they just run good with that T238 ETU. Well, you have to keep that in mind. I don't know, and the result I got, might be different for the one you got, because it is what it is, right? Different kind of gears, or anyway. But yeah, that's a big thumbs up for me, and thanks again for the guys at T238 to sending me that motor for free just to review it. That's really appreciated, and now I need to buy some more motor. Bye.
So I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I hope you have a great day. That was the AIRSOFTEK, and I'll catch you in the next one.